Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this guide, you will learn all about Python functions, what they are, why they matter, and how to use them. So, what is a function? A function is a mini program inside your main program, which group code that does one specific job so you can use it whenever needed. Means, like you write a function in a program which can be repeated when you need that again. So why we use function? So we can avoid repetition, break big problems into the simpler ones, improve readability, easier debugging. So we write once it and use it many times. Also, now let's understand how can we create a function in Python. So to make a function in Python, we use a keyword called def. So we also give it a name. We will see how can we do that. And now let me explain you now. So we also use parentheses to take inputs. So write the code inside it. Always we remember that the code inside a function we intended accordingly. Also use return if you want to send back a result. So let's move to the examples. So here is the first example. So let me copy this and I will run it and then you will get to understand. Okay, so before running it, let me introduce you to the another thing, calling a function. So to use a function, just write the name followed by parentheses. If it takes input, pass them inside. So let me also copy this and then I will explain. So here it is. Let me zoom in. So this is a function and this is a calling of function. So how we are defining a function? So here is a keyword called def and this is a function name and this is the parameter and this is what we are doing inside it. So what we are doing? We are printing the name with hello. So here we are calling it with the argument. So the ls here is a argument and this is called as parameter and this is called as argument. So when I will call this function, what will happen? This block will execute. So let me run this. So here you can see the output is hello ls. As we have given the argument ls, which is going here and get printed here. Let me change it and then you can see the output will get changed. Now again, so here you can see hello angel. So the output gets changed. So this is how you can define a simple function in Python and can call it. So let's move to the next one. So I have already explained you the calling of function. So the next one is parameter and argument. So this is important. So parameters, these are placeholders in a function definition. And next is argument, actual values you pass when calling the function. So here is an example. Let me copy this. Okay. So the first is parameter and the second one is argument. So here you will get to understand. So these are the parameters. So here a and b is parameter, and what we are doing, we are returning a plus b. And then here we are calling the function in a variable named result add 5, 3. So these are the arguments. So in place of a, that this argument 5 will take place, and 3 will take place in place of b, and then it will print the result. So when we will run, the sum of 5 plus 3 will get printed. So here you can see. So this is the parameters and argument in functions. Also the next one is returning values. So a function can return or can send back a result using return keyword. If you don't use return, then function gives back none. So here is an example. So this. So here is a function called square, which is doing squaring of a numbers, and we have written here return x into x. So this will return the result of the values to the main function, and that will get printed here. And we have given the argument as 4. So let me run this. So here you can see 16 get printed. So always return the value to the main function so that it get printed. Also, let me change it, and you can see the output will get changed to 25. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So the next one is types of function. So this is important. So there are two types of functions in Python: built-in functions and user-defined functions. So what are built-in functions? These are already available in Python. Example, print, len, max, min. There are too many functions in Python which are inbuilt. You can use them. Also, there are user-defined functions. So what are these? We create these ourselves, or you can say you create those yourself. Like this one we have created. So this is a user-defined function, and here is a print. This is a inbuilt function. Hope you get to understand. So the next one is default parameter values. So you can give a parameter a default value. If no value is passed, the default value is used. Like def greet. Okay, let me copy this. So here, a function named def, and the function name is greet, and here is a parameter equals to guest. So let me run this. So as here is a default parameter, if I don't give any argument here, the output will be hello guest. So let me run this. So here it is. But if I pass value to the function, that will get printed there. So here you can see hello Angel. So these are the default parameter values. So the next one is keyword arguments. So you can name the argument while calling a function for clarity. So let me copy this. So here is a function called power, and here are two parameters which this taking and returning base to the power exponent, and we have given the value of exponent as 3 and the base as 2. So we can also write like this: exponent equals to 3 comma base equals to 2. But before this we are just giving this like we only write 3 comma 2. So you can also write this like this. So here you can see the output is 8. So this is what called keyword argument. So the next one is variable scope. So the local variable exists only inside the function, and the next one is global variables. Exist outside and can be accessed anywhere, but avoid overusing them. So there is no example, but let me show you here. Let's say here I have declared e equals to 12. And here I declared a equals to 2. This variable is not used in function. So when I will print a, so what do you think what will be the output? So let's learn it. So here you can see the output is 12, as the global variable is considered outside the function. So always we remind that functions are local. Local means the value which we are declaring inside a function that can only be called inside that. If we print a inside it, so let's print it. Print so let me remove this, and now this will execute. Okay, so print a, and remove this, also this one, and write here power. Okay, let's run this, and then I will explain you what I have done. So here is an okay. So also remove this. Okay. So now the output is getting printed. Let me run this again for the clarity. So here you can see I have declared a variable name a outside the function, and then print that here, print a. And I have also declared a variable name a inside the function and printed that same here. But when I am printing the a, the value of a which is declared outside the function is getting printed, not that inside the function. So this is what called local variable and global variable. So the function works on local variable, means the value which is declared inside that function can be called inside that, not outside that function. So hope this understand you. So let's move to the next one. So lambda function, these are the short functions, or these are also called as anonymous functions. So use lambda to make quick one-line function. So here is an example. So These are just mini version, or can say the short form of declaring a function. So I'm running it. So first we will see the output, and then I will explain. So here you can see the output is 25. So here I have declared a variable name in which I have used a function named lambda. So lambda is a keyword which is used to define lambda functions. And then I have declared a variable named x in which I have given the parameter x into x. So, and then I have call it from here. So I have given the parameter 5. So that's why the 25 get printed. So lambda functions are just many version of that function defining. Means you can also define these function like this. So next is doc strings, function nodes. You can add doc strings triple quotes to explain what your function does. Means inside a function you can write like this. So this will not execute when you will run the function, but this will explain what this function is doing. So return the sum of a and b. So these are like commands. Sorry, comments. So the next one is practice example. So let me copy this. So find the largest number. So here is a function which is finding the largest number. So we have declared a function in which we have given the parameter as numbers, and then we have written the max numbers. Then we have declared here a list of numbers. Then we have printed find largest. We have called this function with the argument nums, and this will find the largest number from that. Just a minute, this will run. Okay, so you can also write me in the comments if you want more full tutorials on function programs. I will provide those videos to you too. Okay, so you can see here the output is 9, which is expected. So this is how you can define functions. So these are some more examples. You can try these. So here is the best practices. So use clear descriptive names for functions and parameters. Also keep functions focused on one task. Use doc strings for clarity. And like what we have done just before, we have write doc string like this returns the sum of a and b. So always write doc string in your functions. Also avoid global variables unless necessary. So don't use too much global variables unless necessary. So that can be sometimes can cause error. So that's why. So hope this video is helpful for you. If you found this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Till that, keep learning, keep shining. Thank you.